Kendrick, I have made the decision that if the Dallas Cowboys lose this game on Sunday, I am taking the part out my head.
How you gonna do that? It's already in there.
I'm cutting it out.
Wouldn't that make it bigger?
No, nope. I'm gonna get a high ball fade and cut it out.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
Dallas Cowboys lose this game. Hey, that means the run is over. If we lose 2 games back to back at home, the run is over with. There is no run.
Well, I got some news for you. You just
Don't give it to me yet. Don't give it to me yet. Don't give it to me. I don't want to know yet. Oh damn, he missed the whole field. Wait a minute. That ball wasn't even close. What was that? What kind of field goal was that he kicked?
Oh, well, that's another kicker. That's not the best kicker in the NFL.
Clearly. Now, did this get hit? Oh, this didn't even get hit. Oh God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he just dealing with jabronis right here. So it don't even matter.
Beautiful look at downtown Dallas. We hope it's a beautiful look. This coming Sunday over at AT&T Stadium as the Cowboys get ready to take on the Baltimore Ravens coming. You saw that. Goldberg ugly.
No, man. No. I mean,
it wasn't even close.
I mean, you can leave, man. You leave. But man, yeah, man. What's getting hype, guys? It's your boy Ken, along with my partner in crime. To your right, my left. Walt Big Cheese Chisholm. Back on a Thursday, man. Getting ready for this upcoming Cowboy Week 3. Would you say season kind of on the line? Is it kind of?
I mean, my part is on the line.
Your part's on the line. Your part's on the line. Yeah, man.
Listen. Let me just get this out of the way. The Dallas Cowboys lose 2 games at home, back to back. You could pretty much.
Well, according to Jerry, he's willing to go through these struggles. As long as they make the playoffs in advance. Because if they don't, well, like the term says to Mike McCarthy, bye Felicia. They used that before. Bye Felicia. Maybe gone.
Oh man, you see it right here. This part got us to the second round of the playoffs when I had this part in my head last time, and now this time we got 2 L's for this part, and they lose on Sunday. It's over with. I'm cutting it out.
Yeah, man, but
going back to regular old me.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, ain't nothing wrong with getting back to the old you. You may have no choice. But listen, we talked about on Tuesday last week's disaster. Now we look forward to this week's hopefully not disaster. 3:25 kickoff. Ravens 0-2.
There's always hockey season with Cowboys chicken. We're not there yet.
That is, but we may get there. We may get there real fast, chicken. We may get there real fast.
Let's get it. I like the energy, Dante. Really like the energy there. We do have a great show on deck. Of course, we got to talk about preview the Cowboys and the Ravens.
Yeah, 2 desperate teams.
Give you the news you can use. The WNBA playoffs are now set. NBA came out with the City Edition jerseys. We got some people that ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Especially on City Edition jersey. I mean, did you even try? Boston
good God, did you see those things? My Lord.
The defending champion Boston Celtics, like it just slapped some letters on there and say, you know what? Here you go. Here you go. I mean, it was some. Let me tell you something. If you ain't seen them seen those, I don't know if we get a chance. I don't know if we can show those, but if we can. Look those things up, man. It is some bad looking jerseys on there. I mean, I don't mean bad meaning good. I mean bad meaning bad. I mean, it's like, what in the world did you even try?
Yeah.
And you got the nerve to charge somebody. How much NBA jerseys go for?
I don't know how much these are going for.
What $80 to $90? You got your charge for that ugly thing? Good grief. You'll be shaming yourself.
Well, yeah, NBA might have to be ashamed of themselves.
Jesus Christ. But anyway.
Well, Kendrick, we start off. We're gonna start off here in D-Town with the Dallas Cowboys getting ready to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, Nike didn't even try to with those jerseys at all. The Raptors playing tribute to Vince going into the Hall of Fame are okay. Now actually, I'll tell you this, the Toronto Raptors jerseys are actually the only ones that looked good.
Yeah, listen, I'm at, I don't know if nobody agrees with me, but I'm with this. I thought they should have kept the old Toronto. They should have never got away from those old Toronto Raptors jerseys. I love those Vince Carter jerseys back in the day.
Well, what the hell with it? Since we're already here, let's talk about it. I know you want to open up the show with Cowboys, but let's just talk about these jerseys. My Lord,
it was that bad last Sunday. We trying to open up with something.
Got to open up with something different.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Okay, so yes, the NBA released their City Edition jerseys. This I don't know if this was a leak or what. I feel like they did this to try to see what the temperature was of it.
Mm-hmm.
To see how the people will react to it. And I think that maybe they're gonna go back and fix these or something, but I think these are the worst jerseys I've ever seen in my life.
Listen, there's some dudes that I'm just pick them out right now. Like I said, I like the Toronto Raptors, the black jersey with the
Hold on, I'm about to put them on the screen right now.
With the Vince Carter number, that's cool. But geez.
Well, if you notice down in the right corner of the deal, there is they've got like a emblem or a city logo or something up there.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong thing.
H-Town's pretty good. I like Houston. They're pretty good. I like the font with the H-Town going on.
Don't lie to these people.
No, it's kind of
There's nothing
cool.
good about any of these jerseys. There's nothing good about any of these jerseys.
Okay,
here we go. Here we go right here. Look at that.
Yeah, the Hawks trash. Brooklyn looks like they just slapped a bunch of junk on there. Charlotte's it's ugly. The Bulls. Why do you what? Those are like the old Mavs City Edition jerseys from 3 years ago. The Celtics. We just talked about that. I don't even know. What is that? Cleveland? The land? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Cleveland.
I mean,
why is theirs blue? Why is theirs blue?
Yeah, that's not even their colors. That's not their colors. They never had. Cleveland don't have any blue in their team colors. Detroit Pistons trash. Indies. Those just last year's City Edition jerseys just done in white. So if you remember,
wait a minute. That is the one last year just done in white.
Done in white. Just done. And the Mavs are the same thing. The Mavs are the City Edition jerseys done in white and gray. So they didn't change nothing. So, but my God, look at the Boston Celtics. Look at that. I mean,
that is gross.
Why you are the defending champion? You are the defending damn champion, and you just stuck a bunch of.
Chicken says, who threw up on the Indy jerseys?
Well, they threw up on it last year because that's the same jersey.
Do we have the Mavs one? Yeah. Here we go. Here goes the Mavs. Here goes the Mavs one.
The Mavs are the same jersey.
There it goes, right there. There's the Mavs.
The Mavs
right there in the top right corner.
The Mavs are the same Trinity River blue jersey. It's the same jersey, just in white and gray from last season. It's the same jersey. If you don't believe me, take a cue of my font. Right here, my background, the Mavs City Edition jerseys. I had that on my background right here.
Is that silver they got on there?
Yeah, it's gray. It's gray. It's gray and white.
That looks more silver. That looks like silver.
It may be silver. It may be silver and white.
Dallas, what do you think about that? He says,
Golden State. What in the world is that?
That's you said H-Town in bed. I could agree with the H-Town one.
The Clippers jersey looks trash. I hate the color. I just don't like. I don't like the color. I can't even recognize Minnesota Timberwolves jersey on the bottom.
The Minnesota Timberwolves is not a bad one. That's a good one.
I can't recognize it. What is it? Like it fades out.
Yeah, that's the city. That's the city behind it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Memphis Grizzlies. Those are old jerseys. The Memphis Grizzlies they have old third jerseys they used to have in red. The Lake Show.
Yeah, that's the Lakers.
Yeah.
The Lakers are okay.
No, that's trash to me. The Denver Nuggets are the same cedar distance jersey.
The altitude.
Yeah, Justin White. So,
all right, let's go to the next one.
Heat culture. Didn't they have that last year? The New York jersey is the same jersey. It's the same. The New York city jersey are the same city distance jersey they had. Justin White. Orlando Magic. It looks trash. I don't know. I can't read it, but it looks trash. I like the Philadelphia 76ers. I do like the 76ers. I do like theirs. The Milwaukee Bucks, they was trash last year. Milwaukee Bucks was trash the year before. And
Toronto Raptors, the only one that looks good to me.
Toronto Raptors. The District, that must be Washington. Trash. It was the same thing last year. They had the District. So
my Lakers terrible. We need Black Mambas again if Vanessa will allow it. Need to get Vanessa online to help with this.
Well, Vanessa probably waiting for that paycheck to come up.
Okay, then this is the last one.
New Orleans, trash. The Valley with a big old ass star on it. That's trash. I like Rip City. That's the same jersey they got in red. They're just in black now. My God, can somebody help the Sacramento Kings? They've had just trash after trash city.
What? That's not even their colors.
Listen. Somebody don't like the Sacramento Kings because ever since they started these city edition jerseys, they done had trash city edition jersey after trash city edition jersey. Oklahoma City still looks like a Love's. Even black. You got San Antonio. Yeah. I mean, it's trash. And the Utah Jazz still got their same uniforms.
I kind of like the Oklahoma. I kind of like the Oklahoma one.
Yeah. It still remind me of Love.
Yeah.
And the Utah Jazz are the same jerseys they wore last season, city edition. So they didn't even change that. They said we just keeping it. We just keeping it with the old Carvalho, the Mountain Range Jazz jersey. We just keeping it. So that's what it is. NBA, you ain't got no money, man. Y'all ain't got no money.
My Lord.
I mean, don't y'all know all the celebrity stylists? I mean, don't y'all the help y'all? I mean, y'all basically just here. Just we ain't got enough. Listen, we ain't got enough time. We gonna slap a name on there. Y'all buy it. Good grief.
Slapping name is what they.
But I do like the Duncan Raptor Vince Carter jersey.
Kendrick speaking facts about the Kings like they don't care about them.
The Kings, listen.
Marty Rose said, I signed all this money for this kind of jersey.
Dante, every Sacramento Kings city edition jersey, go back and look at them. Every last one of them been trash. It's like they said, Sacramento Kings, just throw up some shit. It's like the Sacramento Kings got left at the end of every city edition jersey. That's probably them calling right now. So they recognize that.
They want to know what you do to fix these jerseys.
They got left at the end. I can't fix that. I mean, shit, my God in heaven can't fix that. But but it's like they left the Sacramento Kings at the end of every jersey look and said, well, we ain't got nothing else. We just find something in the corner, just give it to them, and we'll slap a Sacramento on it and call it a day. I mean, they've done them so wrong. So wrong.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Kendrick, afraid to have some breaking news in regards in the WNBA, although you won't be shocked by this news.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been informed to me that Enrique will not play tonight in the final game of the season against the Las Vegas Aces.
Thank you. They don't need
I don't
to
know
play
if
tonight.
Satu. I haven't gotten the word on Satu yet, but I know Enrique is out.
Satu don't need playing tonight, man. I mean, listen. I think they're pretty much locked in the second, but it don't no need to sit up there and play them tonight. Then I'm getting an unnecessary injury. They end up costing them time going to next season. The season's over. Play some of your young guys. Your young ladies.
Let's make it a Maddie night tonight.
You know who need it. Get them some time and try and get through this game without any injuries and get to the off season, man. Because right now it's all about the off season. It's all about the draft. As we know right now, the Dallas Wings will be picking second in the draft. That's the only thing that matters. This season's a wash because of injury. So let's just get to it. No need to play anybody. No need to play Tierra. No need to play any of them.
No, she could play.
She waved by. I don't think she wanted to play. I think that was an exit last time. She waved by to the camera.
Yeah,
she was checking.
Let's be honest here. Enrique and Satu are the only ones that can sit down tonight. The only ones. Everybody else needs.
Natasha Howard, she can sit down too. Man.
Oh yeah, Natasha Howard, she can sit down too.
Sit down, man. There's no need to sit up there because listen, I doubt Vegas is playing any of their star players with the playoffs on the horizon. Starting this coming Saturday? Sunday. So that's basically a couple days from now. So I doubt you're gonna see anybody just get through this game and get to the off season, man.
Yeah, I think they said Kelsey Plum is out tonight over on the Aces side. I would suspect Asia's out too.
Yeah, Asia needs to be out also. So there's no need to be playing.
Well, there goes those NBA city adjusted. No, all my Aces starters are sitting. Okay, all the Aces starters are sitting.
Good.
There you have it.
Good.
Well, Kendrick, we got to talk about something that's near and dear to our heart. Maybe more than mine, and that's the Dallas Cowboys as they get ready to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Maybe I need to switch this side here because I think you're going for the Ravens on Sunday. Let me get over here on the Cowboys side as you get on the Baltimore Ravens side.
What? Right? Who told you that?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Let's see how this segment goes. So, Kendrick, the Cowboys take on the Baltimore Ravens, and last week they had a little struggle with the team that they were playing against.
Whoa! A little struggle.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? You got to say what are you talking about right now? A little struggle?
Struggle.
That thing, I guess you can call it a little struggle. It being over at the end of the first quarter, so it was a little struggle for the New Orleans Saints as they scored on 6 straight possessions, which were all with touchdowns. So yeah, little struggle for the Saints.
Well, the Cowboys are going to be taking on the Ravens at about 3:25 on Sunday on Fox. This Sunday, and Kendrick, I'm interested.
Does Tom Brady unfortunately have to call another Thursday?
Oh God, that's 3. Isn't that 3 games in a row for Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
You know what? Hold on. After a while, it's that the NFL did to you, but it's the third one. I'm starting to think Tom Brady asked for these games. I'm calling BS. He asked for him.
He said, listen, you heard his interview. He said, well, I guess I recall a lot of Cowboy games. I guess I got no say in this, so it is what it is. That was his exact quote. So he's not. I don't buy that.
I don't buy that. Sorry,
listen,
just don't
buy
that.
The guy's a diehard 49er fan growing up. I don't think he wants to be calling a lot of Cowboy games.
Is he now? Okay, well, he's definitely calling the game on Sunday. And Kendrick, the Cowboys take on the Ravens. And chat me up real quick. What do the Cowboys need to do to secure this win?
Well, I'm not gonna go with anything like X's and O's. What they need to do to try to secure this win is toughness.
I tell you what I don't want to hear. What I don't want to hear again, if they lose, I keep hearing this word effort. Effort. I heard that a lot in this Saints loss. There was no effort. If I come back another week and hear there's no effort, that means that the team is quitting.
It's kind of what it was. Wasn't no effort. Listen. The bottom line is, you seen this all on the national media, and you seeing this from the local media. This game to me look exactly like the Green Bay game. Team jumped right down their throats, and the Cowboys couldn't respond. The stress was put on the offense, and instead of getting touchdowns, they were kicking field goals. And on the other side, the opposing offense was getting touchdowns, and the game was over at halftime. And the reason why people saying the effort or toughness wasn't there, because when people are questioning you tackling people, guys just going, and you see it on the film, then that's an issue. You have to listen. We talked about this in the post game. Are the Cowboys front runners? When everything is going great, they're good. I mean, they're good. When it's going downhill, when they're going downhill, nobody can stop them. But the moment some adversity happens, the moment may have to go up a hill, the last few games, including the playoff game, they haven't responded well. I mean, it's gotten worse. So when I say I want to see toughness, I want to see tough because I guarantee you this. That John Harbaugh team coming in, they're 0-2. The desperate team theory. They're going to pull everything they can out because they don't want to go 0-3. And I'm telling you right now, Walt, you may not believe it, but I know what we talked about early 2 weeks ago with Derrick Henry, with John Harbaugh. He's saying, well, we didn't bring him here to carry the ball 30 times. He's going to get it 30 times this week. Because what the film showed him and what the film showed all of us is that the Cowboys did not want to tackle any running backs or tackle any ball carriers. Surprising having to sit up here, and now you got to sit up there and try to tackle a 250-pound man over and over again. We're going to see the Cowboys hard if they have any, because they're going to see a lot. And I'm guaranteeing this now. They're going to see a lot of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's going to get 25 to 30 touches in this game.
Yes.
And also,
I'll tell you what, Kendrick, if they run to the left on the Cowboys, they're gonna have a field day. They run to the right, we got a chance.
There's nothing on that left. That's what they say, strong side, weak side. There's no side on that left. There's nothing on that left. So, and also, like I said before, we're looking at Shaheed, what he did to the Cowboys last week with the big plays, the big chunk plays. That's right up Zay Flowers' alley. Zay Flowers is one of the best deep ball receivers in the game. That's what he does. Goes deep, stretches, put pressure on the defense, stresses the defense up top. So that's another weapon the Cowboys going to have to try to contain. If Zay Flowers is sitting up there with I say 10 catches for buck 30 touchdowns, that was probably losing this game. Because that means he done popped off a couple big ones. And we know the Cowboys, as of last week, they gave up a lot of big plays. And that is a big play receiver in Zay Flowers, who anytime he touches the ball, whether it's receiving, whether it's reverses, whether it's coming out the backfield, whether it's screens himself, he can take it to the house at any time he touches the ball. So they got to be aware of that.
Yeah. You also got to worry about the Lamar Jackson aspect of it too, because now it's being reported that DeMario Overshawn is going to be the spy on Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about that? How you feel about something like that?
Well, I'm glad. Actually, if you look back at, he wasn't starting. He was just playing. He was playing mostly in the nickel. which most of these teams play passing offense a lot, but he wasn't starting, so it's good to see him go get more action. He's probably the most athletic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong here, did he not play a lot the last game?
He didn't really play a lot. I don't know. Maybe it was scheme. Maybe something Zimmer thought, but he thought wrong. But listen, he's the most athletic linebacker
this guy
they have on the team. So it's great to see him get a nod to get play because they're gonna need a spot for Lamar Jackson because we know anytime Lamar Jackson has the ball, he has the capability of pulling it down and picking up 30, 40, 50, maybe a 70-yard, and he's got that kind of talent in him. He's the most athletic quarterback I feel in the NFL. He's basically another running back there that can throw the ball. He's not good as throwing he is running, but I'm saying the Cowboys when things break down, when a scramble drill is going on, you're gonna have to have a spot, and also those design runs that Baltimore loves to use when they use them with those read options, with those quarterback draws. So yeah, they're gonna have to spy on him at all times because if you don't, it will be a long night for the Dallas Cowboys. A long afternoon, I mean.
Well, we have some interviews here. I don't know if this is after practice today or what, but we definitely have some interviews that we want to get to. We can start with CD. His is the shortest. Let's go to CD real quick and hear what he had to say about, I guess, today's Sunday's matchup.
Okay.
Let's go to CD real quick.
I hope I don't get doubled. I did.
Okay, here's CD.
First, how's the ankle? We saw you pop up an injury report. Ankle.
Yeah, ankle's cool. It was sore yesterday, so took the day off.
CD, what are some things that pops out on tape about this Baltimore Ravens secondary?
Man, them boys physical, big and tall. Obviously, you got guys like Kyle Hamilton, you got Marlon, Eddie Jackson. You got a lot of experience, guys who know what they're doing back there, and they play well together.
It's only 2 games, but does this start remind you a little bit of where the offense was early last season, kind of some of the issues you just needed to smooth out and you got better as the season went along?
Last year is last year for sure, but I will say throughout the year, we do have a tendency of getting better. We set the bar for ourselves, obviously, see how we compete versus other people, and then, we make adjustments. But I will say we can definitely look forward to making more adjustments this year.
What's the urgency level after not only the way you got beat, but the way you played?
We lost, regardless of how you put it. The urgency has always been there. It's not so much antsy and everybody scrambling around here. No, that's not the thing. But we get it that we had a pretty bad performance and things that were in our control that we could have, made better decisions here or there. But obviously we know the situation at hand. We got to capitalize.
CD, we're seeing a lot more too high in the NFL these days than last year too.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, and how is an offense?
You got too many nice receivers. Point blank period. Too many nice receivers. Plenty of ways of disguising. And your skill position is different ways of getting guys open. So obviously you want to stop that. Had a run going on, get the run going a little bit, and if you can't stop the run, then you're just going to keep out of the ball.
CD, Micah talked yesterday about how he felt there was a lack of effort by certain players last Sunday. What's the accountability process you see inside the locker?
We all grown men and we all professionals. We all know what we were lacking, where, what area, and then what happened with what were the repercussions for us lacking in that situation. So, everybody holds themselves to a higher standard. And then, everybody falls guilty for letting the play go, if you will. But last week it was put on display. Everybody that did got exposed, so they had their way with us, and it's all on how we're going to bounce back.
Any talk about reestablishing your home field dominance is one thing that was
Man, we
big
lost 2 games at home in how many years? You know how many years?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, you had 16-game home winning streak.
All right,
Lost the last two.
we'll be perfectly fine. We'll be perfectly fine.
Okay.
How is your connection with Dak? I think there was some miscommunication that was discussed on that one missed throw.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of going over training camp things, training camp rules, things that we could have X'd out a long time ago. But obviously having those conversations are always great conversations. And that's going to be the first thing that I go to as soon as we get on the sideline. Completion, like what were you thinking, what were you feeling, what do you think I was doing? It's all about getting on the same page as your quarterback, as being a receiver. So for me, it's just making sure that I'm available for him, and whatever I got to do to be open, I'm going to do that. And whatever I got to do to get the reception, get us on the board, I'm going to do that.
Okay, Kendrick. So you hear CD right there. He said last year's last year, and I like what he just said there at the end. Basically, if I'm out there, what do I need to do better? What are you seeing? I guess he's saying that the communication between him and Dak, I guess is what he was speaking on. Do you feel like they have a communication problem? Do you feel like they need to get to get better at communicating?
No, that's not a communication problem. They've been playing with each other. They've been playing with each other for what, last 4 years. They know what each other like. The problem is that CD has no help. That's the problem. Remember, Fergie was out, so that's the second best receiver. Brandon Cooks talked about this in the post game. On Tuesday, Brandon Cooks seemed to be a shell of himself. He was brought in to take the top off the defense. I saw him in that. I went back and watched that game. They wasn't scared of him going deep. They basically playing him one-on-one, and he wasn't getting by nobody. Jalen Tolbert, nice little receiver, but he's not built. I don't think right now he's built for the position or the time, or let's just say for the moment he's been supposed to be having. He's not built for as of yet. He's still not quite ready yet for that prime time, that much kind of prime time. And so it's just CD. It's CD or nothing. He's their best offensive weapon, and teams know that, and teams will double him. He talked about the secondary for the Ravens. Marlon Humphrey, ex Crimson Tide, Brandon Stevens. All these guys are big and physical. So some of these guys are bigger than CD. So this is a big physical secondary. They love to put your hands on you. They love to reroute you. They would at some points in time they would get a 5-yard penalty for illegal hands or maybe defensive hold. They'll give that away, but they love to play physical. They love to put their hands on you. Love to maul you. So the Cowboys gonna have to find ways to move him around, get him in the slot, get him on some mismatches, not just having him line up on the outside. Give him some touches, maybe in some reverse or stuff like that, because he's going to have to touch. We talked about this, and Tobias disagreed with me, but I think I'm kind of proving right on this. With Fergie out, and I don't know.
Fergie's probably gonna play. He practiced this week.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, that's good. So, but even with him in, for the Cowboys to be successful, he's got to touch the ball. He's got to have at least about 15 touches, because I don't know if anybody in that receiving room is good enough anymore or has the experience to be a guy that can go off for maybe 8 for 88 or maybe 7 for 100. I don't think nobody in that receiving room is good enough other than CeeDee Lamb. So he's got to get at least about 15 touches, whether it's receiving or whether it's reverses or whether it's toss pitches in the backfield just to get his hands on the ball, because he has to have that many touches for this team to be successful. And also mix that in. It's good to see, I guess, Fergie back. That's a big help, because
we would hope now, wouldn't we?
We would hope. We talked about this on the way home. Well, it's CD, Fergie, and a bunch of other dudes out there. And when one of those two guys are out, you see it. So hopefully he's back. You say he practiced today. That's on Thursday, so that's a good sign. Getting him back in there, they need him. and but so that helped take the pressure off of CD. But I agree with it. He's got to have at least about, I'm not saying 15 catches. He's got to at least have about 15 touches for this team to be successful, because it's a difference between him, Fergie, and then everybody else. It's just a difference. Nobody's scared. Everybody else other than Fergie and CD, and that goes for the running backs too. Nobody other than them two. Nobody on that defense is scared of those other guys on there. They think they can control them with one-on-ones or with the coverage. Nobody else is scared. There's only two guys that garnish teams ire, and that is CD and Fergie. When one of those guys are out, like we saw this past Sunday, it shows.
What about the running game, Kendrick?
There is no running game.
I know that.
There is no running game.
What running game?
What running? Apparently the owner seemed to think that the running back room is all right. I don't know if he fell asleep during the first 2 weeks, but yeah, all right. Listen, we know what it is. The Cowboys dropped the ball on this a couple years ago. Not drafting a running back last season. They drafted Deuce Vaughn the year before, but he's a scat back. He's not a guy going to carry the ball 15 to 20 times or have 5 catches on. He's just not built for that. He's not a good run blocker. He's not a guy that's going to sit up and go between the tackles over and over again. He's not built for that. And listen, all the Zeke lovers, and I know some people on my social media love to call me a Zeke hater. I'm not a Zeke hater. I just know.
I'm shocked that you getting hate from people as much as you pander to the crowd out here.
No, I'm not a Zeke hater. I'm just a realist. Zeke is an old running back.
You're a pander.
I'm not a pander. Zeke is an old running back. He was finished when he left here a couple years ago, and for the God of me, everybody, including some of my co-stars on this show, we won't name names, kept pandering last season about, well, Zeke was there. No, he's done. He literally is done.
That was for blocking purposes, though.
Man, listen. You don't bring back no guy for blocking. You got a fullback.
Well, no,
that's what you got fullbacks for.
The reason why we wanted Zeke back was because of the 1-2 combination of him and Tony Pollard.
But that was done. Remember, I said a couple years ago, not only you should have got rid of Zeke, you should have got rid of Tony Pollard right behind him, because he had that bad devastating injury in the playoff game a couple years ago. Against
we should have been done with him when he broke his ankle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you should have went off for both of them. But the fact of the matter is,
with Tony Pollard when he got fetched on that 60-yard run.
What I'm saying, he was done. His speed was gone because that was a devastating injury. And also we got Rico Dow. God bless him, but he's not a starting running. He's not a starting running back in this league.
That experiment is over quicker than
you saw. When you saw Deuce Vaughn in there early.
I've seen Deuce Vaughn in 2 games. I've seen Deuce Vaughn more now than I've seen him in the preseason.
You knew that something went bad. So that running back room is shot. I don't know how you fix it doing a trade or something, but they got problems in that running back. They can't run the ball. And that puts more pressure on Dak Prescott to have to make plays with his arm. We heard what my compadre with Walt Chisholm said. Dak has a 40 pitch count rule. Nothing 30, over 30 pitch count. Well, with this running game, he's going to supersede that.
Okay, you're right. Game. 35.
Well, if this running game don't get better, he's going to supersede that every game, because for that to happen, you have to have some balance. And they have no balance in the running game because they can't run the football, because they have no running backs that can tote that rock. Either they don't have it or they're well past their prime and over the hill. That's just is what it is. Unless they make a trade. And like I said before, Walt, Tuesday, anybody sitting up there waiting for Dalvin Cook to say, keep dreaming. He's just as washed as Zeke is. So no help's coming. No help's coming. I'm so sorry.
Help is not on the way. in any shape or form.
In any shape or form.
Well, we got Micah Parsons. He did some talk. You want to hear from Micah?
Yeah, sure. Oh, he does a lot of talking, especially on his podcast.
It's good to hear from. It's good to actually hear from him, not on that podcast. Other than that,
just give it a couple of days. He'll be on there again.
But now after a game like that, going into Baltimore, which runs the ball as well as they do.
Yeah, I think the mentality is to bounce back, stop this run, and show people that you can stop the run. I think it's definitely a prove a game when you get a game like this back to back.
You're going to see a couple of pushed off teams Sunday?
I definitely think so. I think they're coming in with some heavy redemption on a couple games they shouldn't have lost and tight ones, and we got to come back from that mind-boggling loss we had at home. So it's gonna be a great battle.
Was it effort or scheme? Why did y'all struggle so badly?
I think it was effort and technique. I think some of the stuff that was on film, I don't know if y'all got all 22. Y'all tell me what y'all saw. You know what I'm saying? So it's not much for me to hit on at this point because we got Baltimore, but you could go watch the all 22 and you saw the same thing I saw. So
Mike talked about y'all. They beating y'all to the punch and also finishing better. I mean, is that a pride thing to a certain extent?
Yeah, man. At some point, all 11 got to have the same mindset, and that's just toughness, right? You talk about who you want to be and all this other stuff, but you got to go out there and be it. And it can't just be one guy. It can't be two guys. It's all 11 guys. It takes everyone because I affect the linebackers affect the DBs. So if we all aren't synchronized and, one group's getting effed up and another group's going to get effed up, it's a synchronized change. So at the end of the day, it's all about toughness and having mentality like, I'm going to dominate the man in front of me, and not all 11 had that last week.
When you think about the power of Henry and then obviously the crazy speed of Lamar, and they're both out there together, how much of a challenge is that, and how can you guys stop that?
Yeah, I think, like I just said, toughness. Step up. It ain't no other choice. Derrick Henry going to come downhill whether or not Sunday night, so it's not like a matter of, are you going to stop it? Is you going to do it or not, I know I'm ready for the matchup. I know some other guys in the matchup, but, it's just all going to come down to Sunday if you're going to live up to that or not.
Zimmer took.
Wait. Hold on. I think we had another good question here. Hold on. I'm going to go back to this real quick.
What did the players say about that?
Zim said he was going to do that, but, I still stand by him and said it was on us. I take accountability on me if I didn't get if my teammates feel like they weren't prepared for the game. Because at the end of the day, right, we come in, Zim tells us what we're going to do. Zim says, is everyone okay with it? And we all say we're okay, then Zim's going to go with it. But if we all, because we're all on the same page, right? Coach not just going to throw stuff out there. Now if we get out to Thursday, Friday practice, everyone's doing the games, everyone's doing the plays, and we're all living up to expectation of the call sheet that's on us, right? And then we get into the game and he calls them same calls. That's on us, right? Because nothing's changed. Everything's put in already. It's what's going to be called, and we all agreed to it. We didn't tell them to take anything out. So at the end of the day, that's on us for not executing it. It's nothing to do with the play calls, Coaches get a lot of backlash. Sometimes, and like I said, the reality is, it's the NFL. You're going to get caught in a bad play call here and there. Like, they're going to have a beater for it. But I think overall, that was just down-nose football. There ain't no scheme or no that was going to construct of what happened to us on Sunday.
You talk about.
Okay. Like I said back when we started this segment, Kendrick, I kept hearing the word effort, and she'll ask him about it again in this deal. We can't be questioning the team's effort in week 2. That's not a good look. There's no effort. That's a bad word to use in week 2, saying they got no effort. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Kendrick. Hold on. There you go.
Oh, hold on, I hear you, but let's understand. I did not listen. I have not looked at Michael Parsons' interview anytime at any point today. So this is the first time I'm hearing it, and he said the exact same thing I just said just about 15 minutes ago. Toughness. That came out of his mouth numerous times, 5 or 6 times. Toughness, the team's toughness. It's not just me saying that, because you're saying that. That's the player was saying that, questioning the toughness of the team. What are we doing? I mean, Derrick Henry, just got a quote that we know Derrick Henry's coming downhill. Are we man enough or built enough to stop it? We know it's coming. Are we built enough to stop it? Are we all tough, or some of us tough on this team? We're gonna find out on Sunday. It ain't about scheme. It's about beating your man. That's his words. So not only he put his defense on blast, he kind of put himself on blast, being a team leader that he says he wants to be. It's on him. He's got to get himself, because let's face facts. Michael, you got your butt whipped last week. I mean, you got whipped. I mean, hey, start with yourself, because you got dominated. You got dominated so badly they had to take you out of some points in that game in the second half. You were breathing hard, looking up in the sky, hands on knees. I mean,
how many team meetings did they have on the sideline?
Yeah, he called at least about 3 himself. But about 7 meetings.
Yeah,
they had about 5 in the first before midway through the second quarter. They had five team meetings on the defense side alone. But the fact of the matter is, I just saw this. But when you got a player talking about toughness, and Walt, you talked about effort in week 2, we're gonna see, because this is how it's gonna boil down to. It's a desperation game for the Baltimore Ravens, but he just said it. It's a prove it game for the Cowboys. A lot of people calling y'all soft. If you look at the national media, they call y'all soft. They call, you should hear Stephen A. Smith on Monday what he was going on about. All the national pundits calling you soft, calling you ain't got no heart. So you can't. You're too scared. I heard one word, scared, come out of national pundits' mouth. The word scared. So y'all got a prove it game on special and defense. So we're gonna see, because it's gonna be desperate. It's gonna be 2 teams coming out to try to prove a point. We just gonna find out who proves the point the most on that game. I'm gonna say this. It's a must. I'm gonna say it's a must-win game for the Ravens. They gotta win. I don't know if it's a must-win game for the Cowboys because of the division they in, but it's a prove-it game. You need to prove that teams is not gonna run you over like the Saints did. And let's face it, while we talked about this, if the Saints really wanted to, if they really wanted to they could have put over 50 points on the Cowboys. They could have did it easily, and they could have did it before the fourth quarter started. So let's look at it.
This is very true. But like I said, must win. It is a redemption game. Must win. I'll tell you this. This will be 3 technically. If they lose on Sunday, this will be 3 games they've lost at home, including the Packers last season.
No, if the must win comes next 7 days from now, it's a must win. A division game on Thursday night. We're gonna talk about that where we're gonna be in the middle.
They'll win. They'll win that game. They'll win that game. That's no problem.
No, you say, but that's still a must win, because you're supposed to win that game. But I'm not counting this as a must win. It's a prove it game to prove that, hey, you got the heart to stand up to these teams, because you know it's coming. You know Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, they're going to be trying to run the football. They're going to be trying to establish toughness. We know that's the Baltimore forte, to be one of the toughest teams, if not the toughest team in the NFL. So they're going to be trying to establish on both sides of the ball. It's up to the Cowboys. We see the same time of bite back from them.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. But to me, they can't afford to lose. That's two home game losses back to back. When have the Cowboys lost 2 home games back to back? When have the Cowboys lost 2 games back to back in a while?
Oh, well, it was last season. His last season.
We had like a home. We had a home winning streak for so long, and now
if you talking about home game, I think you're talking about back-to-back games. They lost against the Bills and the Dolphins back.
No, I'm talking about like back-to-back at home.
No, that may have been maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Right. So here we are in the same predicament again. I mean, they don't do that, and they're on the brink of having it happen.
But it's not the fact, in my opinion, that they're losing, because you face. I mean, we didn't know.
What is this team's identity? What is this team's identity?
Yeah, but it's not the fact that it's how you're losing. They got embarrassed, but in these games at home, they got embarrassed by the Packers. That was embarrassing. The owner said that. That was embarrassing. Last week, the players said that. That was embarrassed at the effort of what they put out there. So, like I said, in my opinion, if the Baltimore Ravens beat you this Sunday, it doesn't prove that the season over you're a bad football team. Because remember, a lot of people picked the Baltimore Ravens to be the representatives in the AFC in the Super Bowl this season. A lot of people did. So if you lose by field goal or they stop you on the drive, it's just that you can't have what happened in these last 2 games against the Packers and the Saints, where you just getting excuse my French. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you one way to win this football game. Make Lamar Jackson throw the football, because he cannot throw. He's not accurate passer.
Well, like I said, yeah, they're not. So that's why I say they're gonna look to establish the run, and off that run, they're gonna try to establish it and run play action off of that, and go to Zay Flowers and their Pro Bowl tight end. That's how they're gonna throw the ball. It's up to the Cowboys. They got to stop the run. If the Cowboys can stop the run on 1st and 2nd down and put Baltimore in 3rd and long and distance, they can get off the field. If the Baltimore Ravens are at 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 3, it's going to be a long night. That means the Baltimore Ravens are successful running the football. So if the Cowboys can get them in long and distance on 3rd down, advantage Cowboys, because they can do the pass rush. If it's 3rd and 3 or 2nd and 2, advantage Ravens, because the whole playbook's open for them to do anything they want, run or pass.
Right. They need to force Lamar Jackson to pass the ball. He's just not. People get on me all the time because they love Lamar Jackson. He makes spectacular plays with his feet and everything like that, and he does. But he's not an accurate passer to me. And if they can make him pass the ball instead of running, that'd be really great. He's got supposedly Derrick Henry's ball here to help him to stop running and make him a pocket passer. That is exactly what you want Lamar Jackson to be, a pocket passer. He cannot throw accurately.
Sure.
That's exactly what you need. We do have one more interview. We got Dak Prescott doing some talking. I know you want to hear from him.
Let's hear from the $60 million man.
QB1, as we like to call him. Well, yeah, the $60 million man. Hold on, let's go to Dak.
He was throwing some shots last week.
Your relationship with Jackson through the years, or what you think of his game, and both you being the top 2 in MVP last year, just kind of describe your relationship and peers.
Yeah, I mean, hell of a player. Always admire his game, what he can do, his talents. Amazing with the ball in his hands, hell of a thrower. Obviously, I've watched him, been a fan of him since he was at Louisville. So I mean, he's continuing to build on a great career. 2 MVPs. Yeah, just continue to say elite player and understand. For me, it's about understanding the quarterback on the other side, what he's capable of doing, making sure that our offense is firing, and putting pressure on them rather than just letting them go and run an offense at will.
Have you had much of a chance to talk to him, or much of a relationship with him, and things you come across? Or?
No, not necessarily. I actually hosted Lamar back in college on a visit Mississippi State, and that was pretty much it. I mean, both I've got a lot going on, so can't say that we've connected since.
What's the mindset in the locker room this week? I know it's week 2, but there's a sense of urgency, added sense of urgency because of the last 2 times how y'all looked at home.
I mean, I think anytime you get out there, you should prep with a sense of urgency. You should understand this is your job, and nobody wants to as you said, to lose at home in general. Damn sure not put 2 back-to-back losses to start a season off at home. It's important us to get back in the win column. I understand it's a long season, and this is a good team to do that against. I understand they haven't got a win, and they're going to come in hungry. We've got to make sure that we're focused, locked in, and on all of our details on all 3 phases of this game.
How does Coach McCarthy help toward that end, get everyone focused on the task at hand?
Yeah, I mean, simple, just his messaging. On simple about responding, staying when your feet are, being present, and the task at the hand. We can't sit there. We're not going to sit back and even worry about last week, really. We grew from it. We've learned from it, moved on from the film. Now it's about taking care of a great team that's coming in.
What's the value of leadership council in a situation like this?
As in?
Don't you have a leadership council that met this week?
Value of, yeah, what do you mean?
Mike was just talking about it. I mean, what can that do in terms of sending the right messages out to the locker room?
We've just got to go out there and play our best. I mean, it's week 3. I mentioned it after the game to you guys, right? It's about a process, and we can't get overwhelmed. We can't get overwhelmed in what people are writing about us. It's simply a process that we've got to focus on getting better each and every day with the right attitude that we come in here and understand that we're trying to put the best version of ourselves on the field each and every Sunday, regardless of what's happened the last Sunday. It's the NFL.
You talk about it was a tough game and everything. What part do you take the most joy in weeks like this, in the ability to respond and things like that?
This game brings me a lot of joy, honestly. Anytime that I'm out there on the practice field, the commitment to the preparation that I have, that the guys that have, the shared commitment, it's the ultimate team sport, and you've got to make sure that you're doing your part and helping each other to do their part, playing complementary ball, being there for a teammate maybe in his preparation if he needs it.
Okay, Kendrick, coming back. Tapping on, yeah, I know he says you got to put last week behind you. It's hard to kind of put last week behind us because I know, it's a week-to-week league, but what we saw last week was alarming to us. It was very alarming to a lot of people.
And listen, Dak can say all he wants, but it was alarming to them too that they just got handled, and they got handled last week. So I know that's football speak. That's player speak. That's coach speak. Yada yada yada. You got to go week to week and all like that. Yeah, but it was alarming. You can't. It's not the fact that you lost. It's the fact that game was over basically before halftime. It was 35 to what, 13 at the half.
What we're concerned with is that we don't want to see what we saw last week into this week's game against a quarterback, against a MVP quarterback.
Yeah,
that can really dice you up himself.
Yeah, and it was like and like I said, I talked about this. It's a tale of 2 different teams. It's a must win for the Ravens, but it's a prove it game to the Cowboys. You got to prove that you actually want this, man. People are calling you soft. People are calling you scared. There's some national pundits actually use the S word other than soft. The other S word called scared. So you got to prove you got some kind of mental or physical toughness out there. I saw some guys that resigned at halftime to thinking, yeah, this game's the Saints, so I'm just gonna go out there and half-ass it out there and not do much. The film don't lie. You can't lie to film. You just Michael Parsons just basically said we're gonna find out some guys actually want this. So I understand the player speak. Dak's good at that, but you can't fool anybody. That was alarming. It was alarming to him that in back-to-back home games, again in critical games. I'm not saying week 2, but this was the first game back when you had that debacle against Green Bay. You had 2 straight games where you just run off your own field. So now you got a 3rd straight game to prove it. That you can get all the ducks in a row, and it's a pressure situation. Even though it is week 3, you don't want to. You like to. I always say this, Bob. You like to messages are sent either way. You can either send good messages or you can send bad messages. That's either to yourself or to anybody else. And right now, the Cowboys have a chance to send themselves and to the rest of the league a good message, or they can send themselves and the rest of the league another bad message. Is when they get hit in the mouth, they pack up their tent and say bye. We done for the day. We'll see on Sunday.
Yeah. I have the Cowboys winning, just because the Cowboys usually, when they lose games like this, they usually come back and they play hard. They play hard the next game, and they give you the best. They give you their all, and they make up for it. Cowboys don't really use back-to-back. Damn, Walt, you still don't? No, we're not on Facebook anymore. We ended that partnership, Big Watt. We appreciate the money Facebook was giving us, but Facebook was trying to hold us down and hold us back, so we had to move on. But yeah, I got the Cowboys winning on Sunday, just because the Cowboys don't lose back-to-back games.
It's interesting. It's very interesting, man. Listen, say it again. I said it a whole bunch of times. Say it again. You got the desperate team versus the prove it. You got to prove it team.
Both teams are actually desperate.
Yeah, this would be an easier game to pick if the Ravens went 0-2. I'm still undecided. You probably get to me back on Sunday. I'm still trying to understand.
We got another segment where you got to make game picks.
Really? I thought that's for the rest of the league.
No, we got the Cowboys as the last team. What are you saying?
All right, yeah, get back to me, Ben. I'm still listen, man. I will be in the Cowboys corner if the Ravens went 0-2, because I know John Harbaugh that listen.
Oh yeah, he's a smart coach. He's the one who said that they're not gonna run Derrick Henry 30 times a game.
I think you're gonna see that this week, but but I'll let you know at the end. We do picks. I'll let you know, but it's tough, man.
Well, in the event, you can join us live this Sunday. We'll be in studio, of course, but you can tune in to us live this Sunday. As we will have the pre-halftime and post-game. Shout out to our sponsor, Berry Best Barbecue, for helping us out there. But yeah, we're gonna be live this Sunday in studio. But I can confirm that this next Thursday we will be at Berry Best Barbecue out in Haltom City. We're coming to see you, Tarrant County, Fort Worth 817, North Richland Hills, all that around there, all surrounding White Settlement, all of that surrounding area. We're coming to see you next Thursday night for the Cowboys and the Giants, but we'll be in studio live for the pre-halftime post-game show this Sunday, as we were at a tailgate last Sunday, but we'll be in studio this Sunday. What's the game at 3:25? We'll get started about 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So there you have that. Oh man, I can't believe you turned your. I don't even know why you had that Cowboys hat on. Just ridiculous.
What are you talking about?
I don't know why you had that Cowboys hat on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. I mean, you're not even picking the Cowboys. You've been giving the cow. You've been stabbing the Cowboys in the back since for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, if that's so, have they gave me a good reason to stab him in the back over the last 9 months? Have they give me a good enough reason to stab him in the back?
What reason would that be to stab him in the back?
I mean, I'm just saying. You once said it. I'm just saying. If that was so,
some of the greatest turncoats.
They have not gave me a good reason enough to stab him in the back. I mean, good grief, sitting up there getting they behind handed to them against Green Bay when everybody had them as a touchdown favorite in that game. The game was over at halftime. Turned around. They pulled me back in 2 weeks ago against the Browns. In a big win, then turn around and
who were some of the greatest turncoats in our history? What's it? Benedict Arnold.
I don't know.
Didn't Judas turn on?
I don't like what you're doing right now, sir.
You got Judas
comparing me to Billy Dick Arnold and Judas. I I never took 40 pieces of silver from anybody.
I'm just saying.
I don't
Just
know.
saying. I mean,
I don't know.
you might as-
I don't
might as
know.
well.
I
You
don't.
have the
I don't
Cowboys in
know.
the back, my
I
lord.
don't know. I don't know if 40 pieces of silver of what they even worth right now. They kind of.
in Donald Trump's America, it might not be worth a lot.
Might worth nothing. So I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll check back in on the NFL, but Kendrick, we do have it confirmed now that the playoffs are set for the WNBA as we have the playoff picture.
Mm-hmm.
As here we go.
Yeah,
we got the playoffs right here, which will start Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Man, just look at the matchup.
Yeah, best of 3 on all of these. Now I don't think we have time. I don't know if we have the times.
I think the Connecticut, Connecticut Indiana Fever are 2:00 on ABC Sunday. Is that I don't know if that's 2 Eastern or 1. It may be 2 Eastern. I mean, so that's 1 here, 1:00 on ABC.
Okay. So we got to we're gonna have to get some multiple screens going around here for Sunday.
So yeah, man. You know you got the right there. You got the number 1 seed, the overall number 1 seed, the New York Liberty, against the Atlanta Dream. Then right below them in the same bracket, you got the probably best matchup overall, the Seattle Storm and the defending champion Las Vegas Aces, 4 versus 5. Then up top on the other side, you got the Minnesota Lynx against the Phoenix Mercury, and then on the bottom half of that bracket, you got the Connecticut Sun and the Indiana Fever. You just think about the matchup if in the second round, you could have a rematch of the WNBA finals in the semifinals with if Vegas and New York advance. I'm pretty much knowing New York going to advance unless there's injuries involved. But you could have a rematch of the finals in the semifinals with Vegas and New York, and then all of a sudden on the other side, think of the possibility of the matchups: Connecticut, Minnesota, Indiana and Minnesota. I don't know. I don't know if I give Brittany Griner in the Mercury a chance in there. It could be maybe Brittany Griner goes crazy and gets them, but I'm pretty much thinking if it was me, I'm thinking the locks are Minnesota and New York in those top brackets up there. I think it's a toss-up between the Vegas and Seattle and Connecticut and Indiana.
Yeah, not gonna. That's Seattle and Vegas. That is a good one, but I'm actually more interested in the Sun and the Fever. Listen, I'm not gonna hide it, guys. I am a Fever fan. I love Christy Sides, even though I call her that chick. That what I call her that one day.
that chick. Yeah, you call it that chick. Yeah, this chick.
Got to talk to Christy Sides when she came to Dallas. She's a very sweet lady. I think she's done a really good job with this team. I'm very interested in that matchup. Of course, the Atlanta Dream were fed to the New York Liberty, so that's not one. I'm also interested to see Fee and the Mercury go at it.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, I'm gonna have my eyes on that Caitlin Clark versus Dejanay. I love me some Dejanay. Dejanay, she be locking shit up. I love Dejanay character.
Yeah. Oh, also a little update. It's halftime. The Aces are up 15-60.
Halftime. The game just started. My lord, they're getting this game over with fast, aren't they?
Yeah, halftime. The Aces are up 60-45. It just went to the half.
Okay. They started at 8:00. It was 8:00 here when they started.
Yeah.
9:00. Must have been 9:00. Or was 9:00 Vegas?
Yeah. So Satu is playing in this game.
Okay.
Probably, hopefully it'll just be for a half. But and Natasha Howard playing in this game. That's going through the
Natasha
motions.
Howard playing?
Yeah, and they're getting boat race 60-45 at the half to the Vegas Aces.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have that.
But yeah, I'm liking, like I said, the best matchup is to me is obviously the Ace the 4-5 matchup between the Aces and the Storm. The Aces will be the home team in there, but
let me tell you how I got this going. Okay, I've got the Liberty putting out the Atlanta. I'm gonna take the Aces to put out the Storm. I'm gonna go Fever next round to play the Lynx, and I think the Lynx put the Fever out, and I think we're gonna have a Lynx Liberty WNBA Finals.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna go straight shocking right here. Give me. Of course, that's not gonna be a shock. Yeah, I think we both agree. The Liberty are gonna. That's just gonna take 2 games. Liberty gonna defeat Atlanta Dream. That's getting fed.
Yeah, so Liberty Aces will be a rematch from the finals last year.
But hold on, I'm not taking the Aces. Give me the Seattle Storm.
No, I'm talking. Oh, you're not taking Aces. Okay.
Give me
the Storm are gonna upset the Aces.
Yeah, give me the Storm to upset the Aces.
Wow.
In the other bracket, give me the Lynx beating Phoenix, and I'm gonna agree with you. Give me the Indiana Fever to beat Minnesota. So in my bracket, it'll be Seattle, New York, and Minnesota, Indiana. Give me New York beating the Seattle, and give me Indiana beating Minnesota.
You are putting Caitlin Clark in the finals in 20.
Caitlin Clark in the finals against New York.
Wow.
And give me New York winning the championship over Indiana.
That is, boy, that would be freaky. You getting freak nasty with that. Do you not know what that would mean for the world if Caitlin Clark was to go to the finals in her rookie year?
Yeah, listen.
You want chaos. You want chaos in the WNBA. That's what you want.
We call that backcourt the Splash Sisters. All right. If we get anything out of Miss Boston and she turns back into herself in South Carolina, which was the best player in college basketball that year, I think they got a shot. That's an inside-outside game. And then I think they compete with anybody.
Chaos.
Yeah, give me Indiana versus New York, but listen, nobody's beat New York. New York's won the championship this year.
Wow, that would be a wild one. Yeah, it'd definitely be wild. What are you doing with that one, my lord?
Listen, I got Seattle beating Vegas. I think Vegas got tired legs. I think it catches up with them in the first round. I think Skylar Diggins-Smith and Kelsey Plum gonna be one hell of a matchup. But give me Skylar. Skylar Diggins is just boss enough to pull this off, and put in the defending champions out in the first round.
Wow.
But give me Indiana going through Connecticut and Minnesota.
Yeah, I think if the Liberty get back to the finals this time, I think they win. They got so close last year. I think they win this time. I was wanting to take the Lynx to win it, but then a couple weeks ago I heard about how passionate Sabrina Ionescu was about winning the championship. So I had to switch my pick to the Liberty, just like that.
Okay.
So there's that.
Yeah, so
Man.
I think we both got the liberty to win the championship. But
but I'm just shocked that you have the Indiana Fever in the finals.
Give me Indiana Fever. Listen,
I got the Fever making the semifinals.
Splash Sisters catching fire. Getting past Connecticut, getting past Minnesota, getting to the finals, but too much talent on that New York team. Too much talent, too much all-star talent. They got basically 4 Hall of Famers playing on that team. There's just too much for Caitlin Clark to get past, get them beating them in the finals. But yeah, man, I want the chaos. I'm always for the chaos. I'm always for the petty. I live in the petty. I live in the chaos.
Wow. I don't even know what to say about that one. Boy, do you know what that would do? The Fever, I'll be stunned because Connecticut ain't have it. I'm telling you, man, that Dejanay, she be locking shit up. She really be locking shit up. I love this Dejanay.
Don't be shocked if Dejanay and Caitlin get into it. Cause listen, Caitlin's feisty, man. She don't take no mess. Now I don't know if she can back it up, but she don't take no mess.
She don't take no mess. But her and Dejanay been down this road before. Her and Dejanay Dejanay, I can say I'm not gonna say she's too much of a fan of Caitlin Clark.
This the playoffs, pal.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get really interesting.
You throw that stuff out.
Yeah, it's gonna get really interesting in this series. Well, Kendrick, guess I could give you some I guess it's time for me to give you some news you could use around here. Now, unless you have some news we could use around here.
No. Go ahead, my compadre. Let's get it.
Give you some news you can use. Boy, oh boy, is it an interesting week for some news?
Yeah, man, it's interesting news for one guy. Should have stayed his ass out the country. Should have stayed in Brazil or wherever the hell he was at.
Nah, I think they told him they'd go come get him if he didn't.
Find another country to get to.
Yeah, well. I know you watch a little college football. You know the team Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you buy tickets now, they want to include a 10% talent fee in raising 2025 season tickets next season to help pay for NIL deals.
Well, hold on. So basically what they're saying is all the money let's face it, Tennessee is a major athletic program.
Right.
Football, basketball, with the women's, the lady volunteers, the men, what they're doing, even the football, even the baseball team, especially the football team. And you trying to tell you want fans to sit up there pay for the NIL deals? All the bowl money they bring in. I don't know what bowl they went to, but I guarantee you they got at least about 40 million for the bowl they went to. That's the lowest some of them bowls going for the participate, about 30 to 40 million. So you try to tell them you want fans for talent? Please get out of all that. Not finna do that. But listen, but it'll happen because the fans. Listen, I'm just like any college town. Those are diehard fans. They'll do it because they love Rocky Top. They love the university. So they get. But I wouldn't do it. Hell no. You bet y'all make enough. Y'all pay for your own ideas. Y'all pay for your own ideas.
Well, yeah. So they want to add a 10% talent fee to the ticket. So I
don't know what that means. Talent fee. What does that mean?
Basically, we need to give this percentage to the talent because we got to pay the NIL deals.
Okay, NIL. Good grief. The university don't want to pay for their own NIL deals, so they forcing the student body to pay for it.
With your broke ass.
I mean, books is high enough up there. I mean, great.
Yeah, gave so. Shaq
Hey,
caught
Walt,
himself.
don't. If your daughter, when she get old enough, she said she want to go to University of Tennessee, tell her
Nah,
hell
so they gotta pay. You gotta pay a talent fee to get up in there. Don't worry about it. We don't have that talent. We don't have that talent fee. Shaq caught himself in some scandal here, or maybe he didn't. I don't know if you've seen this or not. There's a picture surfacing around.
No.
Of a young lady taking a picture with a guy who may or may not be Shaq. Here, let's see. Can we get the picture up here? 1 second. You tell me if this is Shaq.
Yeah, that's Shaq.
That's not. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why it's not Shaq.
Why?
Shaq has Diesel tattooed on his hands. And Shaq got tattoos all over his arm.
Who's this big joke?
I don't know, but that's not Shaq.
I look at the frame. I say, "Oh yeah, that's Shaq."
Yeah, when you first see it, you see Shaq.
Damn. Okay. Well.
Yep. Shaq has tattoos all over his hands, on both hands, I believe.
Okay.
So well, he has spoke up and cleared it out and said no, that's not him, and that everybody's reaching. They need to chill. Shaq, that's not Shaq.
Well, we know if that was hoops, that would have been him. So you got a personal relationship with her before. There's some raunchy pictures that came out a few years back, but anyway, nothing here to there.
In local news, Chief Eddie Garcia retires from the. He's gonna be retiring from the DPD, Kendrick, the Dallas Police Department, to work for the city of Austin. He has a gig that possibly for the city of Austin where he's going to be working at. He just got here, didn't he?
Yeah, he just got here. Maybe
he came after Regina left.
Yeah, she left after COVID, didn't she?
I think so.
So he only been adios. I would say we never knew. We actually never knew you. He was only here for a cup of coffee. So moving on. Who's possibly in line for
they
the
they haven't announced it yet. They have not announced it yet.
Okay.
In the football news, you're gonna find this very funny. The 49ers are going to be taking on the Rams, Kendrick, on Sunday afternoon. And, boys, this is getting ready to be the barn burner. Because let me read you this injuries list of who's not going to be playing.
Like a week 2 preseason game.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey, out. Cooper Kupp, out. Puka Nacua, out. Debo Samuel, out. Steve Avila, out. And Jonah Jackson, out.
Dang, yeah, man. That may be a game that may be like 9-6. You may not see a lot of scoring in that game. Where's that played at? I guess it's gonna be played in LA because on the Rams will be on the road the first 2 weeks, so that's gonna be played in LA, right?
It possibly.
Because the Rams will be on the road the first 2 weeks, so they gotta have a week 3. They gotta have a home game, so that probably played SoFi. So yeah, man, that's listen. You hate to see that because you want teams full of strength. That kind of lessens the game, but you got all those starters out. I guess the team that can come up with the last minute drive to kick a field goal at the end wins, but it's disappointing It's disappointing overall picture for those two teams. I guess if you're Seattle, you're feeling good about yourself because basically the two main threats here you thought coming into competing for the division are all injured. But yeah, man, a lot of injuries for both those teams. We'll see. Can those teams bounce back? How long those guys are going to be out? According to as far as the Rams is, they're gonna be out a while with those guys. I don't know the status of well, I do know what's it called he's gonna be out 4 weeks on IR. So I don't know what McCaffrey's gonna be out 4 weeks. He's on IR. I don't know what Samuel, what his status is, how long he'll be out. But I do know for the Rams, with their 2 star receivers, they're gonna be out for a while, for a minute. So that changes their season drastically. That'll be one hell of a game that I'm pretty sure that Rams and Niner fans will be watching, because I guarantee you nobody else will be watching. We'll be watching that game.
The top 100 players, NBA players list came out today, Kendrick.
Okay.
Would you like to take a guess at some of the players that are in the we did the top 10. Would you like to guess who's all in the top 10?
Yeah, let me get a guess who's number 1. That'll be Joker, right?
Yeah, boy. What you starting off right there?
Number 2, that'll be Luka, right?
Incorrect, sir.
Wow, who's number 2?
Luka comes in at number 3.
Who's number 2?
Just think. If it's not Joker, who else could it be?
Giannis?
Yeah, that is correct, sir.
Okay,
Giannis comes in at number 2.
At number 4, since I'm trying to figure out how this is going to go. At number 4, give me Joel Embiid.
That is incorrect, sir. Joel Embiid comes in at number 5.
Okay, give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the win on number 4.
At number 6, give me Ant-Man.
Oh, I am sorry. Ant-Man is number 10.
Wow, disrespect to Ant-Man. Damn. I mean, all that gas they was getting them in the playoffs, and they turn around and put them at 10.
When you figure out who number 6 is, you're gonna be like, "What? Why? How?"
They say he was the next Jordan.
Yeah. Well, when you hear who number 6 is, you're gonna be like, "Who? What? How? Why?"
Steph Curry.
It is Steph Curry.
Oh, okay. That gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award. He
is number 6. I don't know how he made it back up this high, but he's definitely number 6. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that him, KD, and LeBron should be ranked anymore. Just my personal opinion.
All right. Speaking of that, 7. Give me KD.
Incorrect, sir. KD actually comes in at number 9.
Oh, number 9. Who's number 7?
Would you like to guess number 7 and 8?
Hold on. Oh, Jason Tatum.
Yep, he is number 7.
And at 8, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Jalen Brunson did not make the top 10.
Wow, but they got the Knicks making the finals. I mean, no top 10 Knicks. Who's 8 then?
That would be 1 LeBron James.
Oh.
LeBron James comes in at number 8. Also, we have 4 Mavericks that made the list, 1 including Luka Doncic. Kyrie Irving comes in at number 25. Derek Lively comes in at number 90. And 99 and number 99, Klay Thompson.
Damn. Petty Clay got something to be petty about it. They say he's the 99th best player in the league. Damn. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay. I think I'm okay with 4 Mavericks being on there. I think Kyrie is good where he's at. I think Clay could have been higher. I mean, I understand, but people talking about where he's lost. He's not, but I thought Clay. I think he's good where he's at. I thought Clay could be around the 70s or something like that. I don't think he's the 99th best player in the NBA. I don't think it's 98 players better than he is. So I think he could have been in the 70s. So, but yeah, yeah. Did you find out who's got the most players in the top 100? The most players on the team in the top 100.
That's a good question. No, I didn't go that far. It's actually not a bad one though.
The Mavericks got 4. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty much. Well,
I remember 5 years ago. You see, I mean, if you had America in the top 100, you've been reaching.
And lastly, here, this next one, unless you've been living under a rock, you know what's going on with this gentleman, one Mr. Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Take that.
Oh man. Yeah, so with Diddy, I don't know if this was today. Well, I know earlier this week he had
I know you finna tell me, just told me earlier before the show.
Well, there's more to it. There's more to it. Earlier this week, he had federal agents found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in Diddy's house during the raid. And I don't know if this was today or yesterday, but at some point there were dildos that
Yo, hold on, Ringo, how many dildos?
784 dildos that were confiscated.
I still can't believe it. That dude, that
She showed up dead on arrival.
I imagine somebody showed all them dildos, man. No way you can survive it. I mean, Jesus, how grow that, man?
Yeah, Kendrick.
Maybe all the dildos. That dude was a freak, man. That dude was a freak.
Yeah, they are calling the parties freak offs.
The freak off.
Yeah, they're calling what he had freak offs is what they were calling it. There's a lot of on the videos that I'm trying to be serious here, but I can't because you back there laughing. Trying to get through this report.
Hold on. How old is Diddy?
I don't know.
Oh, he got to be 50. He got to be 50, right? About 51, 52. Because you got to be that age to call them freak offs. I mean, nobody. You got to be really good. You got to be really big in the 90s to call them.
No, that's the name that the cops gave it. I don't know why they came up with it.
Oh, I thought he was calling the freak off. He got the freak off.
Well, he actually had it. He had his bail denied twice this week as he tried to.
Yeah, he didn't get that. Yeah, man, they got to do those things beating up women. He didn't get that. He didn't get that.
Well,
they got him in his bathrobe, kicking on a woman, man.
Yeah, but that's not what he's there for. He's there for sex trafficking. So that's what the charge.
And that ain't no better than sex trafficking.
Well, here's my theory. Okay. Just looking at all the information they have, like I understand that you may have found dildos and baby oil. That's not that's not enough. That's not enough to what's the name? We need a little bit more to get charged now. Little Boosie is speaking out and saying that Diddy's just being a freak and he shouldn't be arrested for that.
Man, stay out of it. Little Boots, stay out of it. Boosie, stay out of it.
That's what he's saying.
Stay out of it.
My fear is that Diddy will not go to jail because I mean, unless they got some concrete evidence in these videos that they have confiscated. And I'll be first to admit, if the feds come and get you, there's a 9% chance you're going to get away from it. That means that they did give him racketeering. So
listen, the feds don't come knock on your door. This is not the police.
Yeah.
The feds don't come knock on your door unless they got something. Unless they got concrete evidence. They got something to haul your behind away. Now, whether they make the charges stick is one up, but they don't come unless they feel they have something on you. They don't come knock on your door. Or they don't come hunt you.
Yeah, but I mean the federal charges that they're trying to get him for, I don't feel like they have the right charges for what they're trying to get him for.
It may not. Listen, now them making it stick, or when they go to court between the jury, That's one thing. But the feds, they don't come unless they got you for something.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, where you get okay. So if let's say you came to a Diddy party or whatever, those people came in there willingly. Like nobody was kidnapped and put in those rooms and made to stay. That I mean, as far as that part, I can't say that they weren't. I'm not gonna say that part. That's not true because they said they got videos of doing stuff. He making them do stuff.
Yeah,
and if he tells anybody or whatever, then he'll release it or something like that.
And they say they got evidence of people being drugged in there.
Okay, that's where it gets dicey at. If they got that, then yeah, he going down.
That's what I'm saying. They got whatever some of the people of these people being drugged. I don't know against their will or whatever, or them not knowing being drugged and being actually having sex with being drugged with them not not knowing. I don't know the people. I was listening to MSNBC. They had the details on it, but they were saying that these people or women or whoever were getting drugged. Well, they were getting into things with him and other people that they were so drugged out of they didn't even know what was happening to them until it happened to them. So I don't know.
Oh my God! All I know is there's racketeering charges, which means we're about to find out there are some very interesting names are about to come up in this situation. Some very interesting names. We've had some very interesting people step down since Diddy's arrest too. Some executives have been stepping down.
Man, that's a prelude thing to come.
Yeah. Long-time Diddy PR strategist Natalie Moore appears to have resigned from her position from the music. Yeah, we got that. Kevin Lyles steps down from WMG. Christy Tillman is another CEO stepping down after Diddy's arrest. So this thing's about to get really dicey. It's got people, a lot of people stepping. When people start stepping down, they close. That means
done. Swinger sex parties going on in there, man. Drugging folks.
It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than a little swinger sex party if you just think about it for a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to put it in a nice, proper way I possibly can.
Yeah,
but Jesus Christ,
a little bit more than that.
Dang, Diddy, dang, man. It's just. I listen. My opinion, I think he's going down, man. I think this.
Yeah, if they got him drugging people, then yeah, he is gonna go down for that.
I think, man. Next time we'll see Diddy in the next world, man. I think he's going down.
Well, it has been reported that they do have him on suicide watch. They do have him on suicide watches as we speak, man. This is how Diddy goes out. I've always felt like he's always had some type of God complex where he thinks because he got money, nobody can touch him or do anything. But this is caught up with him, man.
The feds just touched him. Man. Oh well, man. Yeah. Listen, man. If this dude was simply drugging people against their will or giving people roofies where these women or whoever was sitting up there just getting
more like dudes. He was more. I sound like it was more dudes than it was women. Just
God. That's what it. God.
Okay. Well, here's a story. Hold on. Here's a story here that we got. They're called freak off parties. Stunned one drug dealer after he saw household name celebrities having sex with each other. The dealer said Diddy opened the door to his former Hamptons mansion in nothing but a robe and brought him through to a back bedroom to make a cocaine deal. This is the dealer. So the dealer's talking, which is not smart. Weird shit started happening. Celebrity guys fucking each other. They were in the back bedrooms, and it was like inner sanctum.
Oh, they had something when they said on the where I heard that from. What they said, but they got somebody had caught him trying to touch Mike Tyson. He was touching Mike Tyson in some kind of weird way.
Yeah, that was on our city. That was on Arsenio Hall.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
So yeah, so Diddy, we're gonna be playing close attention to this to see how Diddy comes out. Diddy comes out of this.
God dog.
God dog, Diddy. God dog. God
dog. That man had J-Lo too, man. That man had J-Lo.
Well,
and that's what he went to. He went from J-Lo to that.
Yeah. Okay, so the Wings are still taking on the
they're down 16, 76-60.
Yeah, 76-60. I guess what we can do game picks, do the game picks now.
Yeah, sure.
For the week before we get out of here. Oh, wait. Before we do game picks, right after this. Kendrick, I just received a message on my SMS messaging machine that live this Sunday on our post-game show, we will have the General Gavin Dawson joining us live this Sunday. On the post-game show after the Cowboys Ravens game. Can't wait to hear his thoughts and opinions about this Cowboy team. If you are dying here, you can hear it on 105.3 The Fan every day. But we definitely have we're gonna have the General on this Sunday.
The General.
Yep.
All right. Like it.
Do you have said game picks, or would you like for me to get them?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead and start off. I did on Tuesday. You go ahead and get us started.
Okay. So, well, we just saw that the Jets just defeated the New England Patriots 24-3.
Okay.
And so from there we go to the 12 o'clock games, which is first up, the Giants and the Browns.
Listen, Browns coming off a big win against the Jaguars. The Giants look like they're just ready for the #1 pick. Give me the Browns. In a whopper, they're back at home. After getting beat down by the Cowboys, give me the Browns 33-7 over the Giants.
Okay. Next up, another 12 o'clock game for the Saints. They're going to be taking on. They head home to the Superdome to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we talked about this. The Eagles coming off that poorly stupid coached game late in the game, but where he just basically gave the game to the Vikings. Excuse me, to the Falcons. And then you got the Saints. Can they handle prosperity? Everybody's talking great about them. They're the toast of the NFL because they beat the Cowboys. You had a lot of Saints on national shows this week. Can they handle prosperity against an Eagle team that's probably kicking themselves that they should have been 2-0 themselves? But at the end of the day, I'm riding with the Saints. Give me the Saints continuing to go 3-0. Give me the Saints winning 39-24. New Orleans Saints.
Speaking of the Vikings will be at home to take on the Houston Texans at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, if you didn't think it's shocking, if you thought you have 2-0 teams battling this week, you wouldn't think the Vikings will be one of them playing against the Texans, but you do. Vikings, the NFL's, I guess you want to say, shocking team of the early season. Sam Darnold playing pretty good. Then you got the Texans, my Super Bowl pick. But they're playing in Minnesota. Give me the Texans. It's gonna be a tough game. The Vikings defense has gotten very, has gotten very very good this early this season. But give me the Texans to win this game 20-16. Close game, low scoring game, 2016. Texans win it in Minnesota.
Okay. Next up will be the Buccaneers and the Broncos.
Okay. Now if you watched the show last Tuesday, you will know that the Bucs are my new number one team in my power rankings. Played great. Baker Mayfield is balling. The Broncos come in limping. This could be one of those trap games. Just like the Saints, the Buccaneers feeling really good about themselves. It's just the measly Broncos coming in. But listen, I think Baker's finally figured it out. Give me the Buccaneers winning this game 24-17 over the Broncos.
Next up is the Packers and the Titans.
Yeah, man.
Out.
Yeah, man. The Titans could necessarily, they could be 2-0 instead of 0-2. They're not just a 0-2 team because they're bad. They basically lost the game in the fourth quarter on both games, whether against the Bears or the Jets. So the Packers, no love. He's still out. Packers on the road. I think the Titans get this win. They go to 1-2. Give me the Titans 27-17 over the Packers.
Next up is the Bears and the Colts.
Listen, Richardson, the Colts they're not gotten any wins. They haven't particularly not played bad, but they haven't played good to win. I think that changed. I think the Colts get a win today. Get a win against the Bears. Giving them beating Caleb Williams in I'll say a mini shootout. 31-27. Colts get the win at home over the Chicago Bears.
Okay. Next up, this is one I'm definitely gonna be checking out.
This will be a good
Chargers
one.
will be taking on the Steelers.
Okay. Listen. Two good teams. Tom Lack and Mike Tomlin and excuse me, I lost my train of thought. I was looking at something. But yeah, I'm gonna say something, man. Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Chargers for real.
I think you're trying to say Mike Tomlin versus Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin, Jim Harbaugh. Two coaches that love to run the football. They believe in
J.K. Dobbs been balling for the Chargers.
They love to run the football, and now I think Harbaugh's got the Chargers playing the way he wants them to play. Give me the Chargers winning this game over Mike Tomlin. I would say 24-21. Yeah, tough game. Chargers pull it out of the end with a field goal.
Dolphins, Seahawks.
No Tua. No Tua. No chance. The Seahawks still riding that wave. Like everything's going in the focus for them a lot. With the injuries in the division, now they got coming on with another team that's injured. Yeah, man. The Dolphins got exposed, like not this past Thursday, but last Thursday. Give me the Seahawks winning this game, 24-16. In her.
Next up is the Panthers and the Raiders.
Raiders with a great comfort behind victory. Trailing 8 to the Baltimore Ravens to come back and win that game. The Panthers seem in disarray. Give me the Raiders to make it 2 in a row.
Shots fired at Andy Dalton. You don't think Andy Dalton can get the job done coming in?
No. Give me the Raiders big, 41-17.
Let's see. Dante here says he's got the Browns, Saints, Texans, Tampa Bay, Packers, Colts, Steelers, Seattle Raiders. Okay. He gave a score behind each one of them too. Next up, we talked about this game here where practically nobody's playing. The 49ers and the Rams.
Yeah, man. Give me the 49ers.
I don't think the Rams haven't win yet.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stay winless. Give me the 49ers, 13-10 in this one. They find a way. I think they got listen. The Rams without the number one and number two receivers, I think the points gonna be limited. The 49ers do just enough to get the win, 13-10. Give me the 49ers.
Next up is the Lions and the Cardinals.
Now the Cardinals had a big win, beating the hell out of an injured Rams team. But listen, this is not the Rams coming in. It's gonna be a pissed off Lions team who caught a hot L against the Buccaneers. Giving the Lions a bounce back game, a big bounce back game. Lions win big, 38-17.
Sunday Night Football. We got the Chiefs and the Falcons.
Falcons, like I said, the Falcons been living on the edge, but on Sunday night they're gonna fall off that edge. Give them the Falcons, 23-21.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs been getting by, and I think it catches up with them this week.
Yeah.
Now on Monday night they're doing that thing here where they got 2 Monday night games. This coming Monday.
Double Monday. That's so stupid.
Double Monday night games.
I hate that. I hate that crap. Okay.
And one of the games is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills.
Now this is interesting because the Jaguars, just like the Ravens, desperate team, 0-2, gotta have it. Don't want to be going 0-3, especially if you got thoughts of trying to win the division against the Texans. Against a Buffalo Bill team who came off a big time victory against the Dolphins, bullied the Dolphins, have a long layoff since last Thursday. Give me the Jags winning this game 38-28. The Jags get it going. The Bills just won them games where they feeling too comfortable in themselves. Everybody's talking great about them. Jaguars, a desperate team, 38-28. Jaguars get a big win to go to 1-2. The Bills drop to 2-1.
Also on there, Monday night, it will be the Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders.
Well, you talking about a team that needs a win. It's like the Jags, the Bengals at home against a rookie quarterback, Dan Quinn. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything. I think the Commanders going to handle themselves okay in this game. I just don't think they're going to have enough to win it. Give me the Bengals 24, the Commanders 20.
All right. And of course, last but not least, we saved the best for last. You told us to hold on until this time. We got to know. 3:25 Sunday, the Dallas Cowboys at home will be taking on the Baltimore Ravens. We got to know, Kendrick, who wins?
Well, I've been thinking on it. Desperate team versus prove it to me team. My heart says Ravens because I think, boy, they're desperate. But my head's gonna say the Cowboys. Cowboys pull it out.
Yeah.
Cowboys pull it out. 24-17. 24-17. Cowboys pull it out. Late drive by the Cowboys. Time-consuming drive. Touchdown to Fergie. Dak to Fergie. Late in the game to get the Cowboys a 24-17 lead. And the defense holds up. They bow their back. Stops them in the late minute drive to seal the game. 24-17. Cowboys get a win. Dropping the Ravens to 0-3. Cowboys get to 2-1.
Look at you trying to earn that star back on the front of your cap right there.
Really?
Yeah.
I was a half second away from pulling from doing that same pick but reversing it with the Baltimore Ravens.
I like where Dante's head is at. He says Dallas 27-24 with Brandon with a 33-yard field goal to win it.
I like Dante, man. We gotta have Dante do some picks with us. Get the stream key or something. Do some picks with us, man. Dante, like, you know what he's talking about, man. At least later on in the season. I like Dante, man.
All right. Well, there you go, Dante. You've become a fan favorite of Kendrick.
Yeah, man. Except for that Buffalo pick, he don't know what the hell he's talking about with that. But other than that, man, good.
Oh, you're about to love this right here.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Kendrick, you're about to love what I'm about to tell you because Christmas may come late for you. You might have a late Christmas present in the month of March or April of next year. Wait, when is the WNBA draft?
It's after. I think it's in May, April, something like that. Because the season, about a week after, the college season ends, college basketball season ends.
April. Next year it'll be in April 2025.
Okay.
Christmas is about to come to you early next year, in April 2025, when it comes to your Dallas Wings team. Because Kendrick, I have just been given the word from my buddy Landon Thomas on Twitter. It is official. The Dallas Wings technically hold the best odds to have the first overall pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. And I'm going to explain to you why. If the Chicago Sky win the lottery, the Wings have the rights to the pick swap due to the Marina Mabury trade.
Oh, okay.
So when they traded Marina Mabury, they got a pick back, and it's supposed to be this year's pick. So it looks like the Chicago Sky may have the number one pick, and if they do, the Dallas Wings will acquire that pick, which means that your dream is about to come true.
Yeah, the dream is alive. The dream is alive. The dream is alive. Paige Beckers, baby. We get Paige Beckers.
The Dallas Wings are primed to have the number one draft pick if the Sky. Well, hell, they're already primed to get it just off their record alone, but they could get it off of the Sky if the Sky get the number one pick.
Yeah, man. Come on, Sky, get that number one pick so we can get it. Paige Beckers, baby.
And right now, it looks like this. It's the Wings have a 45.4%. The Sparks have a 44.2%, and the Mystics have a 10.4% chance of getting the number one pick.
When will we find out the lottery? When do they do that?
They don't really have a lottery, but we'll find out soon when who's gonna get the number one pick.
Come on, man. We need Paige Beckers here, man. I've been eyeing for. I said we need an elite point guard on this team to unlock this team. Boy, let me tell you something. We get Paige Beckers. I ain't saying we going to the championship next season, but we damn sure gonna be in the running for it. You talking about an elite lead guard or point guard, whatever you want to call her. Woo-wee.
Okay, so last year they did the draft lottery around December 10th on ESPN. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing around December, you'll know what the draft when the draft lottery is. We'll know in December. You might have Christmas couple weeks early.
We need this, man. We need this. Listen, I don't know the future of I don't know the future of Satu. She's a free agent. Just in case something goes crazy and she wants to go back to the West Coast, play in LA or she's a beautiful young lady. She may, there's a lot of more opportunities for beautiful young ladies, on the West Coast than there is in Texas. Just be honest with it. But in case she wants to go back to the West Coast, playing LA, you need this, man. You need another star. And who else than Paige Beckers, man? I mean, before she got hurt, she was the player in women's college basketball. Before she got hurt a couple years back. I mean, this woman right here, this is a bad woman. If you can get her in the backcourt with Enrique, and somehow you can re-sign Satu, I'm not saying they're gonna win the championship next year, but they damn sure gonna be a factor in it.
Yeah, maybe give it up. Maybe give it up. Angel Reese wasn't such a bad.
I'm trying to tell you,
idea.
man. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm pretty sure Tobias gonna tell us, nah, they still gonna screw it up. Don't get too excited.
No, they couldn't do that. Listen, if they do that, they might well move this team back down to Houston. I'll tell them move it to Houston.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. So, real quick before we get out of here, you can join us live this Sunday for our pre-halftime and post-game show. We will be in studio this week as the Dallas Cowboys will take on the Baltimore Ravens, and we will get everything going about game starts at 3:25. Maybe we could go about 2:45.
Okay.
2:45, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Join us live this Sunday for that. Hopefully the Cowboys can eke out a win. But we did tell you, Nick, this coming Thursday we'll be on the road out in Haltom City, Fort Worth. We're coming to see you. Get ready. But of course, we don't want to put the cart before the horse. We want to take care of Baltimore first, and then we'll start talking about the Giants. But yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much a wrap on tonight's show, man. Yep. So we'll see everybody Sunday afternoon. But until then, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we will see you around live this Sunday for Cowboys Ravens pregame show. Getting started about 2:45.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the